What if I told you that a 2,000-year-old philosophy could help you handle everyday stresses, improve your mental clarity, and live a more meaningful life? That's the power of Stoicism. This ancient philosophy, rooted in the teachings of philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, offers timeless wisdom that can guide us in our modern world. In today's video, we're diving into 5 key Stoic values, practical principles that anyone can apply to improve their daily lives. From letting go of things beyond your control to practicing gratitude, these values are not only incredibly applicable, but also life-changing. Stick around to find out how these 5 Stoic practices can help you become more resilient, calm, and focused, and discover why people across the centuries have turned to Stoicism for guidance. Let's start with one of the most well-known Stoic principles: focus on what you can control. At first glance, this sounds simple, but it's incredibly profound. Stoics believe that there's no point in wasting energy on things that are beyond your influence. Whether it's the weather, someone else's opinion, or even the past, these are things we have zero control over. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to focus solely on what we can change: our thoughts, our actions, and our responses. When you adopt this mindset, you'll find that a lot of unnecessary anxiety disappears. Think about it. How many times have you stressed about something completely outside of your control? By letting go of those worries, you free yourself to focus on the things that actually matter, your decisions and how you respond to challenges. This principle alone can reduce stress, increase clarity, and help you stay calm in chaotic situations. Next up is the value of discipline and self-restraint. In a world full of distractions and temptations, Stoicism teaches us the importance of exercising control over our impulses. Whether it's resisting the urge to procrastinate, avoiding a destructive habit, or making thoughtful decisions rather than emotional ones, practicing self-discipline helps us align our actions with our values. By practicing restraint, you build resilience and increase your sense of personal power. You're no longer at the mercy of external forces or fleeting desires. Instead, you become more intentional in your life. For example, when faced with the temptation to indulge in short-term pleasure at the expense of long-term goals, Stoicism reminds us to pause, reflect, and choose wisely. The benefits are clear: more focus, greater productivity, and a sense of fulfillment that comes from living in accordance with your principles. The third Stoic value is one that might sound counterintuitive to some: embrace adversity. Stoics believe that challenges and hardships are not things to be avoided, but rather opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that every obstacle we face is an opportunity to improve ourselves. Instead of fearing failure, Stoicism encourages us to see it as a necessary part of the journey towards success. Every setback, every challenge teaches us something valuable, whether it's patience, resilience, or the ability to adapt. When you adopt this mindset, you stop being afraid of difficulties and start seeing them as stepping stones to personal growth. The next time you face a tough situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? Now, this next one may sound a little morbid, but it's actually one of the most powerful Stoic practices: Memento Mori, or remember you will die. The idea behind this phrase isn't to be fearful of death, but to live with a sense of urgency and purpose. Life is short, and Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of that fact. By keeping death in mind, we're reminded to make the most of the time we have. It prompts us to focus on what really matters, whether that's spending time with loved ones, pursuing meaningful goals, or simply appreciating the present moment. Memento Mori reduces the fear of death and procrastination because it forces us to confront our own mortality. When you realize that time is finite, suddenly those trivial worries and distractions seem far less important. You become more motivated to take meaningful action, to live fully, and to appreciate each day. Finally, we arrive at one of the most powerful Stoic values: practicing gratitude. While Stoicism emphasizes accepting life's difficulties, it also encourages us to find joy and contentment in what we already have. Too often we focus on what we lack or what we want, which leads to frustration and dissatisfaction. By practicing gratitude, we shift our perspective. We start to see the abundance around us, the relationships, opportunities, and simple pleasures that enrich our lives. Gratitude helps us stay grounded, even when life throws challenges our way. It's a simple practice, but it has the power to completely change how we experience life. Whenever you find yourself getting caught up in frustration or negativity, take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for. Over time, this simple practice can help you develop a more positive, resilient mindset that sees opportunities instead of obstacles. So there you have it, 5 powerful Stoic values that can transform your life, focusing on what you can control, practicing discipline and self-restraint, embracing adversity, remembering that life is finite, and practicing gratitude. By incorporating these principles into your daily routine, you'll not only reduce stress and anxiety, but also cultivate a stronger, more resilient mindset. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or ignoring problems. It's about facing life head-on with clarity, purpose, and inner strength. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about practical philosophy and self-improvement, be sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments which Stoic value you resonate with the most and how you plan to apply it in your life. Thanks for watching.